everyone. Welcome back to Susan Dawn Spiritual Connections. Welcome to a brand new Soul Path reading. I'm not sure what we're going to be focused on today. Usually I have messages that are coming through before I start pulling the cards, but we're just going to kind of leave it open-ended. However, I am feeling a lot of energy that's coming through. Energy is feeling very thick. Now, that does not mean heavy, it doesn't mean dense, it just means thick. It means there's a lot that's wanting to come through, especially in support of our ascension journey, especially with regards to the planet and the global ascension, not just our individual soul paths and our individual journeys. I'm getting a lot of ancestral energy, and I'm also picking up on a lot of Avalon energy coming through. A couple of months ago, we started a series over on Susan Dawn Ascension Connections, my sister channel. It was the Avalon series. And we were channeling a lot of powerful messages with regards to Avalon energy and what that means for our ascension and for the planet, especially with regards to guidance. That energy is starting to pick up. We're on the precipice of that again. And when I mean precipice, I mean that it's starting to come in again with powerful support and powerful messages. So either this week or next week, we're going to have some more messages with regards to Avalon, Guinevere, and King Arthur. It feels like it's time. But right now, there's a lot of ancestral energy, and it's really connected to the earth. There's something about the earth. There have been volcanoes, there's been earthquakes, there's been flooding, there's been dry spots as well. There's a lot that's happening within the elements, a lot that's happening within the weather, and I feel like it's really connecting us back to ourselves, back to the element within ourselves is what I'm hearing. I'm just going to start channeling. You have all the elements within you. That's how closely connected you are to the earth itself. You have the fire, you have the air, you have the earth, and you have the water. It's all connected within you. And so it's all about tuning in to that connection within yourself. I did a light language transmission this afternoon that came on the heels of a reading that I did, and both will be up. I'm not sure if it's not already up, it will be up shortly, and it's called Soothing the Restless Heart. And as I was doing that transmission, I was really connecting to what felt like the ancestral energy, and it felt like a grandmother spirit. It felt very indigenous, it felt very connected to the land, very connected to the earth. And I kept seeing the mountain range, that Moana, the scene in Moana, where that feminine energy, that mountain range, was waking up. And it's interesting because it feels like that mother divine energy, that divine mother energy, is really calling us to embrace her and connect with her. And connect with her within the higher heart, not just within your physical body, although that is always important, but within the higher heart. Connect heart to that divine mother, to the earth element as well as all the other elements that you contain within you. I'm just seeing phoenix energy in my mind as well. And that phoenix energy is the energy of transformation. It's the energy of birth, death, rebirth. So that's coming in as well. And the earth is going through its own process. And as we know, from destruction comes creation. You can't have endings without beginnings and beginnings without endings. It's the cycle. It's just this eternal cycle of life. And not just, I'm hearing life within your physical form, but the eternal life. Your soul, your very soul, goes through numerous death and rebirth cycles. The universe itself goes through numerous death and rebirth cycles. That is the whole makeup of the cosmos. So there's a beautiful divine mother energy, and I just keep getting grandmother energy, and it's not a specific grandmother. It's the ancient wisdom is what I'm hearing. Again, they're bringing me to old channelings that we have done a number of years ago. Well, maybe, I don't know when it was, we did a channeling called The Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone, with regards to divine feminine energy having aspects of all. And on this planet, in this society, we tend to think in very abstract or in very concrete terms, but this was an abstract energy saying that you're not just one thing. You're not just the maiden, the mother, or the crone. You are all. And whether you are a male or a female, whether you consider yourself a core masculine or a core feminine, you have all of these archetypes within you as well. Even as a masculine and even as a male, this is the feminine energy within you that you balance out within yourself as well, or that you honor within yourself, and thus you honor within the world. I'm going to put links to all of these old channelings in the description box if you want to check them out for reference. But it's beautiful because that crone energy, the crone usually gets a bad rap because age in our society isn't respected, isn't honored as it should be. But the crone is the energy of ancient wisdom. And that's the eternal wisdom that you carry within you. And again, I'm getting the Phoenix energy, and what they're saying is that ancient wisdom understands the death and rebirth cycle, understands the transformation cycle, doesn't resist it, but allows one to surrender to it. Allow yourself to surrender to that transformation. Whatever that transformation may be, allow yourself to access that wisdom within your heart, the faith, the anchoring within your heart, that from that transformation, from that death, there will be rebirth. And again, through this ascension journey, we learn that you go through multiple death and rebirths energetically. Just as all things, we experience that within our physical world, we experience that energetically as well. So let's get a couple of cards and see what messages they have for us today. We have Winter. Take care of your needs. The White Witch. Be the light. A number of years ago, right before the pandemic hit, I channeled a series of messages with regards to hold the light. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Wow. I channeled a series of messages. They were light worker messages. They're available in a playlist here on the channel. And those light worker messages were all about hold the light. Now, I didn't understand what we were talking about at the time because it was right before the pandemic hit, right before, everything was shut down. They said things are going to get heavy. Things are going to get maybe a little bit scary. Things are going to be a little bit in upheaval. There's going to be some destruction. Before that creation, there's going to be some dismantling. And that's exactly what we experienced. And they said to hold the light. Hold the light. Now, back in the beginning of January of this year, I did the 2023 year ahead channeling, and they said the same thing. They said in June and July, this summer, when we got to the third quarter energy, it was the same message: hold the light. That things might be a little bit rocky, that we might see some more dismantling, that we might see some more destruction. They shared the message, hold the light again. So I feel like that message is coming through. We have the cards Winter, White Witch, Druid, take care of your needs, be the light, hold the space. Be the light and hold the space. That's that energy. And what I'm saying is a pillar of light descending around you with an energy of divine protection. Where you are that pillar of light for everyone. A number of years ago, they keep drawing me back to old channelings. Remember, everything is timeless. And so they keep bringing me back to old channelings. A number of years ago, I had a vision where I was actually in the higher realms, and I was seeing the earth from that higher realm, from basically the ethereal plane. And everybody was pillars of light. There were all these pillars of light. Those who were twin flames, there were two pillars of light that were together. But there were also individuals that were pillars of light. And it was pillars of like this purplish violet light. And what was happening is that light was shining down onto the planet. And what you were doing is you were holding that space. You were holding the light for the planet itself. And that's what I'm feeling here. However, this light is a golden white light, like the one that we call in when we're doing our meditations and our transmissions. It's this pillar of golden white light. There has like some little bits of like sparkle in it. It's really beautiful. And it's surrounding you. You're within the pillar. You're within that protection energy. energy. And it's support, it's protection, and it is divine connection where you are connected directly to God. So allow yourself to embrace that light, embrace the light that is within you, embrace your connection to God, and hold firm in your faith in that connection to God. Whatever that connection to God means to you, you can call it higher power, you can call it the universe, you can call it creator, you can call it God's source. Whatever that personal connection is to you, your connection to God's source is within you, and you're being asked to hold that space and hold that light and maintain that higher frequency of love and maintain that vibration, because it is all within you. You access that within you. God's source, as we know, is not something that you reach for externally. It's something that you connect to within as you know yourself and connect deeply to yourself, especially through this ascension journey where you're clearing out all that soul sludge and all that dense energy to bring in more light codes. What you're doing when you're bringing in light codes is you're bringing in more of that connection to God's source. I feel like with their winter energy, it's not winter as in a specific season, it's the energy of winter where things might feel a little bit more dense, a little bit more heavy. That's that thick energy that I was bringing in. But it's, again, that thick energy isn't negative per se. It just feels like there's a lot of energy that's moving right now. There's a lot that's aligning. There's a lot that's happening energetically, even more so than we might be able to see or perceive with our physical eyes. And so with this winter energy, it's almost like this energy of hunker down and hold that space. You know, in the winter when you kind of go into hibernation mode, when you kind of, I'm just seeing a bear for some reason. We have the wolf here, but I'm seeing a bear. And bears, they go into their cave. They get everything that they need for winter. They stock up on their food and all that stuff, and then they go into their cave to sleep. Now, this is not about you sleeping. This is about you holding the space and holding the light within this context of this channeling. So it's make sure that you are taking care of you, so that you can allow yourself to take care of others. If you are being pulled into situations and drama and toxic energy, then you're not able to take care of yourself, and so then you're not able to take care of others. This is not about sacrificing yourself. That's an old paradigm and an old template that said you had to be the martyr. You do not have to be the martyr anymore. You do not have to be sacrificial. Now we allow ourselves to support one another. We allow ourselves to uplift, encourage, love one another, and do our best to serve one another and be in service to one another. But if it's at the sacrifice of yourself, then you can't maintain that higher frequency. Then you can't maintain that vibration. And that's what you're meant to be doing. Do you take care of yourself so that you can continue to be in service to others? And that's a beautiful flow of give and receive. We talk about that in the context of divine counterparts and twin flames, and how the divine masculine and the divine feminine, how the core essences have both. You have that balance. So the divine masculine naturally wants to give and wants to provide, and the divine feminine and her receptive energy allows herself to receive. And we're talking energetically. We're not talking like physical gifts and stuff like that. We're talking energetically. The divine masculine provides like safety, security, leadership. The divine feminine allows herself to receive, is in the flow of receiving. And as she allows herself to receive and she feels safe and secure to express her feminine energy in that receiving mode, then she fills up and she's able to give more to the masculine, who then receives, and then who's able to give more, and then she's able to receive and give more. And it's this beautiful, just infinite flow of energy. And that's the balance. And that's the balance not only within healthy connection, but that's the balance within yourself, connection within yourself. And I'm also hearing that that's the balance within the flow of the universe. So the more that you're able to raise your frequency and maintain that higher vibration and maintain that element of love within yourself and connection within yourself and connection to God's source, the more that you're able to be that beacon of light and wisdom for others. And wisdom does not mean telling others what to do or controlling others' path. Wisdom is that trusting of the soul and trusting of your intuition and that higher frequency and just the embodiment of love. That's what wisdom is. Wisdom is the embodiment of love, and allowing yourself to trust your intuition and follow your intuition and follow your heart. That is your path. And so with these cards here, it's this beautiful energy of holding that space and maintaining that connection, that pillar of light that's coming through here. It's a really beautiful energy. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Um, all right, let's get some tarot, I feel. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to know with regards to this energy. Especially being on this conscious journey, especially being on this ascension journey, conscious of this ascension journey, you've been through many, many battles. This is in essence a battle, and it might make you feel a little bit weary. It might make you feel a little bit defeated at times, but also know that there is a strength behind you, a strength supporting you, and that strength is your ancestors. The strength is your spirit team. That strength is God's source. So look to God's source to renew that strength. Again, however your personal connection is to God, allow that to be your source of renewal and your source of strength within you. And I'm just seeing a little ball of ember, like a little ember of light within your solar plexus. And if it feels like it's growing dim, imagine it, visualize it growing brighter as like a candle here. Imagine it growing brighter. Use visualization techniques to help renew that strength as well. I'm also hearing with the Knight of Cups and the Moon energy, number one, allow yourself to tap into your highest potential. With the Moon card, allow yourself to tap into your highest potential. That might be, you might not have realized your highest potential yet, or you might just be realizing your highest potential. And there might have been a lot of fears blocking that might have been holding you back, but you intuitively know where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing. Allow yourself to follow that. Allow yourself to trust that. That is your inner wisdom. And with the Knight of Cups here, what I'm getting is this is loving yourself and loving others, allowing yourself to open up to that love within yourself and loving others. This is in service to others. This is in opening up with regards to building and nurturing connections with others. It's all about community. It's all about relationships. We are connected to everything in this world. Everything in this world is interconnected. And so nurture those relationships that you have within yourself, with God's source, with your family, with your friends, with your soul family, with your lovers, your intimate connections. Nurture those relationships, because those relationships mean everything. That community that you're building means everything. That's how you create that unity consciousness. That's how you build a community of love. Because you're nurturing that energy, you're allowing that love to flow through you. And that's how you overcome any sense of defeat, any sense of that weariness, that man, I've been through battle after battle after battle, you might say. I'm tired, I'm weary, I feel defeated. Love is what renews that strength. It was what renews your courage, and it's what lifts you into your highest potential. So allow yourself to nurture and nourish love within yourself and within connection with yourself and with connection with the world and connection with others. I'm also getting an energy, renew your connection with the earth. For those of you who might not have been part of, how do I say this? For those who might have not been out in nature lately, or who have been pretty secluded, or who have felt a little bit isolated, allow yourself to go out in nature. This could be just a simple walk. This could be going for a swim in like a freshwater or the ocean. This could be going out to the woods. This could be simply going out and gardening in your own backyard, but connect deeply to the earth. Connect to the earth. You're deeply connected to the earth already. Just remember your connection is what I'm hearing. Allow yourself to remember your connection. You might feel a little bit like the connection has been severed somewhat. And I feel like this is for some of you. You might feel like you're not connected, like the connection's been severed, but it's not. So allow yourself, I'm just seeing you placing your hands on the dirt, on the earth. And I just feel Earth's energy, again, that mother divine energy coming through, and energy being transferred in the hands. You have chakras within the hands, energy centers within the hands, and what I'm seeing is energy pouring up through the earth into your hands and renewing you through that as well. Especially those of you who are deeply connected to the earth. You might have a green thumb. You might have, like, that might be one of your gifts, where you're deeply connected to the earth and you intuitively understand plants and wildlife and things like that. Connect to the earth. That's going to be really helpful for you at this time, and that's part of renewing your potential as well, and releasing any blocks to that highest potential. Allow yourself to believe in yourself. Allow yourself to believe in yourself is what I'm hearing. That might be a message for just a few of you. Anything else we need to know with regards to these messages? Page of Wands. Again, dragon energy is coming through. That's been coming through for me for a couple of weeks now, so we might be doing some channeling with the dragons. In fact, why don't we communicate with them and see what they want to say? Yeah, this one. So we have the Three of Swords and we have the Page of Wands, and I feel like this is, I'm getting the word refresh. So there's this healing energy that's coming through, and again, they're showing me that pillar of light, and it's not just holding the light that you're doing within that pillar of light, but that pillar of light is not just supporting you, but it's also healing you so that you can continue to hold the light. Again, you have to nurture yourself with that, take care of your needs. You have to allow yourself to nurture yourself so that you can be in service to the planet, to others, to the world, to this ascension journey. So allow yourself to mend, allow yourself to heal what needs to be healed, resolve what needs to be resolved. Don't hold grudges, don't hold resentment. Allow that energy of compassion and forgiveness to come through. This could be for specific scenarios, this could be for just the greater collective, especially if you have, I'm hearing a specific message, if you have any resentment towards the world itself, if there's like a very us versus them mentality, if you're just kind of in this energy of like, I hate the world, fuck the world, I hate humanity, I hate humans, like, I get it. I battle with that all the time. I love this world so much and I love humanity so much, but it really sometimes hurts that we are so awful to each other and we're awful to this planet. Like, it makes me want to cry all the time because it just pains me. We can be so much better. We can be so good. This world can be so good, and it's just, it feels sometimes that we're so awful to each other and we're so awful to the world itself and this planet itself, and it's so painful. And I know that a lot of you who are light workers, well, you're all light workers, but I know that a lot of you feel that to your core, but allow yourself to mend that as well. And that's also the energy of potential. It's like not looking at potential as far as like ignoring, the state of the world. You have to be very realistic as well, but also hold that light of hope, hold that light of faith, hold that light of knowing what we can become and what we can shift into. That's part of holding the light and holding that space. We can mend within ourselves, and we can mend as we mend within ourselves and heal within ourselves. We can shift the frequency and the vibration of the planet and heal within the planet itself. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups at the bottom, it's all about the love. It's all about the nurturance. Because dragon energy has been coming through, I just want to get a card of guidance from the dragons, and then we're going to pull... Oh, it's interesting. I pulled this deck. I haven't used this in forever, like years, and for some reason I even have like a film of dust on it. I felt like I wanted to use this, and it's the Wild Offering, and I'm just getting that, look at all that earth energy, all the flowers and that wild energy. So we're gonna pull some cards for that as well, or from that as well. But let's just tune into the dragons. And oh my gosh, okay, there is a dragon here that is just communicating strength, bringing through a lot of strength and a lot of support. There's a lot that's changing on the planet at this time, and they're coming through to just let us know that they are here and they're supporting this planet. We have gifts. We have decision. Let's get one more. And we have initiation. I like how these are the same dragon. You notice that? These two are the same dragon. So I feel like recognize your intuitive gifts. Recognize the strength within yourself, the boldness within yourself. And look at that. Destiny. You're not here without a purpose. And even if you feel like you haven't found your calling yet or your purpose yet, you're already doing that by embodying love and by going through this ascension journey and by shifting and healing within yourself. That's what you're meant to do here. And you will express that in a number of different ways. And you might still be working on, how do I express that in the best possible way? What is my calling here on earth? But you're already answering that call by going through your ascension journey. That's what this part of this initiation has been all about. And so with the decision here, I'm getting it's tied in with this destiny energy. It's decision to continue to grow, the decision to continue to walk that soul growth path, the decision to continue to hold that space and hold the light in your highest light, to keep embodying that highest light. And I feel like, number one, you are opening up to more of your gifts. And I'm hearing the word potential, but it's not potential as in, again, like it's something out of the realm of realism. No, this is here and this is now. This is part of who you are. Your gifts are part of who you are. And what is your gift but tuning into your connection with God's source? That's all your gift is. It's your own inner wisdom. It's tuning into God's source, and you all have that wisdom within you. You don't have to look outside of yourself. There are guides and there are healers who can help facilitate your own healing and help facilitate and bring through that wisdom for you as confirmation and validation. But you have that wisdom already within you. So allow yourself to begin to open up to that. Allow yourself to begin to trust in that. Because this is part of what you are here for, to keep connecting to that higher power, to keep connecting to the highest energy of love. And that becomes a conscious choice to do so, to keep journeying in this higher state, in this higher frequency, or to keep going through your ascension. And when we say going through your ascension, like, you're just naturally doing it. The whole collective, the whole planet is going through their ascension. And ascension is a shift in frequency. Ascension is connecting deeper and deeper to God. Ascension is healing and remembrance. Okay, let's get a final card of guidance using... Oh, I almost forgot what these look like. We have Ganesh. And I think, where was it? I just did a reading where Ganesh came through. I think it was the Sacred Union Energy update that Ganesh came through. Was that? Yeah, I think it came through for the Divine Feminine. Interesting. Okay, let's get a card of guidance for this soul path reading, please. I think this one wants to come out too. We have Abundance and we have Sanctuary. Divine Beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. And this is you opening up and being a vehicle for the light. Again, holding the space, holding the light. And speaking of holding the space, we have Sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Holding that space, that pillar of light, that is your inner sanctuary. That is your connection to God. God is your sanctuary. Allow it to renew your strength and renew those feelings within yourself. And especially with the word abundance, it's this energy of recognizing that you are not in lack. You are not in scarcity. You are not in separation. You are not in division. You are in union, in unity, interconnected with the whole, interconnected with everything in the universe. That is your abundance. Tune into that energy of love. Tune into that energy of light. Tune into that energy of connection with God's source. That is your source. All right, you guys, I hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment if it was. Leave me a comment with any thoughts that you have, any insights that you have for your own journeys. I love hearing from you, and we'll be back soon. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light.